Hey, listen, Ninja Galaxy. Let me just tell you something, man. Sharlin Temple, hear me also, man. Let me tell you something. I hope y'all hear me, and let me tell y'all something. Remember what I told you about the elements, right? Remember, I told you if a person is the past, present, and future in element light, because an element is like a light bulb. When you turn on the light in all altitude, longitude, in all latitude, in all direction points of reality, it surrounds one's circumference of one's habitation. It's just like lighting a candle, same thing. It's just like the stars or the sky, same thing, because you can tell the directions of the points of acknowledgement. The moon, the sun. I'm the sun. I'm the moon. You know me, but listen. I'm just gonna tell you, and I mean you know me because I'm the real Ra, the real Osiris. You find out and ask where all space magic come from, where all moon magic come from, where all star magic come from, or where all sun magic come from, and then ahead of time, how you doing? Listen, a person that asked a question already. This is another individual that asked a question already. Now, let me just show you how real the situation is, right? Now, imagine this. This is real life. Dealing with elements. If you have a chick that's supposed to be refining for the listen, for the celestial and celestial empress, the celestial, outer celestial, and celestial empress to refine to her natural habitation a certain type of way, right? For her to refine in her natural habitation, certain things got to be a certain type of way. It's just like cleaning the room. Difference in reality. Certain things got to be a certain type of way. Listen to this. Now, Matt, listen to how real this situation is. I'm the real. Listen, I'm the real one that never did any wrong in life. Okay, my nigga. Listen, let me explain something to you. You see, let me just be real with you. When you see a person using element like a candle, like a light, around your circumference, altitude, longitude, latitude, degree points, whole circle, whatever circle, square, rectangle, triangle, all around you, right? Whatever structure of your reason of acknowledgement of your habitation. If a person at a time is supposed to be refining for like the celestial empress. She needs precise refinement to her consciousness. The outer celestial empress, the precise refinement to her consciousness, and celestial empress, precise refinement to her consciousness. Because if a person is gathering up their energy in their forms of themselves, what happens in one's intellect of one's throbbing or motivation of one's consciousness. You can't have another person causing interference or trying to have sex with the refinement and then causing more deterioration. Even with the element empress, is even worse than the natural situation. It's even worse than any other situation a certain type of way, because a person needs to refine precisely like a star. Like the reason why you would call a precise star that knows the answer down, or a precise star that knows so and so, and then telling you certain things that you need to know. Same thing with the empress. She needs to refine precisely because I'm a soulmate. If she goes and go refine with somebody else, that's just somebody literally killing her and killing the family, causing all type of biohazard deterioration. I have people creeping up on me all day and shit. You see this stupid shit, right? Look at this stupid shit. Look. Now, I don't even care about certain people, because certain people claiming to be the empress that done lied to their family, that done caught biohazard deterioration through time. Other people that just want people not to even care about the reason of the equality. That just want to fuck up the reason of habitation in life, because they did so much savage shit. They want you to fall off, not pay attention, so they could be able to just to manipulate the physical reality and do wrong to individuals even more, because they're already trying to wear individual out because it's the wrong things that they do. It's like correcting a fucking child, and then a person is feeling tired and worn out by warning the child how much they done corrected the fucking child. Look at this stupid shit. Anyway, like I was telling you, right? If a person needs to refine a certain type of way in the physical reality, a certain type of way, how do they refine a certain type of way to the physical reality, a certain type of way, right? Now, listen to this. I already done told you it's past, present, and future, even dealing with elements, because an element is like a base point of light, a fuse, a certain thing that ignites a situation a certain type of way at a certain time. If done certain type of ways, another person doesn't know the precise situation, certain type of way, they'll just tell you something and you wouldn't even believe what's really going on. But I'm gonna just tell you just like this. If if a chick has sex with the wrong man in the paradigm of time, and it's not her soulmate, and she needs to refine, it's like healing your body. And if you go indulge it with more fucked up DNA structure or cellular structure that ain't healing your body on a level precisely to your matter, what is happening to your physical at the time. Now, that's going to accumulate a literal it's going to cause a biochemistry organism or toxic habitation that'll fuck up everybody else in time. See, me, I'm a refinement. I'm a man of refinement. It's a different type of reality. Now, I'm going to just show you how real this is. Now, if you have somebody that is literally having sex continuously with other men and doesn't care. It's just like I move somewhere and I call my caretakers. I say, yo, listen, man, Shanuwan, Shanuwan, Manai, Shanuwan Manai is like, another person says, what are you speaking about? Hey, it don't even matter. It wouldn't even matter what happens a certain type of way. Another person wouldn't even realize what's going on. Then I say, yo, listen, man, how about this, man? If how about if I told you at a time a chick that doesn't care and that's continuous. It's like if I'm supposed to be refining my own self to strengthen myself to take on the task of even cleaning or even healing the empress. I'm not gonna heal certain empresses. Or somebody left me a bag on my step with a funny message and shit. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if that was even for me. But I'm the real John. But I ain't gonna go by names a certain type of way in the paradigm of time. I'm gonna just go by my own name of exactly what's supposed to be at the time right now. But I'm not gonna go by a certain type of name of acknowledgement in the paradigm of time because other people's stupidity. So I'm gonna just say just like this. Imagine a person I'm supposed to be refining and strengthening myself, and then you have people in the house that's trying to weaken my cellular structure to me strengthen myself, and they're having sex and fucking up the physical reality. Then they tell you it's chi energy. They just rejuvenate in a certain time. No, it's just like the Empress consciousness. If she's gonna refine precisely, or everything accumulates to her to precisely for her consciousness. If you have people trying to interfere, cause disturbance, that's trying to manipulate her harmonical frequency, like they're trying to manipulate her magic to get a part of her magic at the time to fuck her up before she even decides to hand something out. It's just like her coming through the door and people trying to rob her before she come through the door, or people as soon as she come through the door, everybody's already there, just inside talking about her, and then nobody's supposed to know when she comes through the door. So imagine a certain type of situation, a certain type of way, and then next thing you know, she does all type of funny situations. Another person doesn't know what the fuck is going on. A caretaker of regard is the same thing. It's just like a person calling 911. You call security for certain things a certain type of way. So what the fuck? A person secures themselves. If a statement has to be broad because another person won't realize why it's being done a certain type of way. But if an empress at the time is supposed to be refining and somebody else is having sex, they're causing a disturbance in the harmonical frequency because it's not her precisely. So the energy is looking for some type of friction or motivation, and then is looking and is seeing something else happening, and then a person's wondering what's causing that type of situation. That's a person that's probably trying to cause or steal the chi energy of the empress or already cause a disturbance. It's just like an empress charging up, and then you have a child at another time sequence in a paradigm of time, like a month before, 3 months later, and the same time when she was calling her energy, having sex with some girl that's not of his purity or purity of his astrological tree, and then she wondering how come her magic is fritzing out, and then she's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then next thing you know, is this a nigga putting an assassination hit on her a certain type of way, fucking up her magic to her purity because he doesn't want her to get her magic to her purity. So it's like the energy, it's just like the energy of a martial art blow that's just through an individual or another chick. It's just like, let me show you, there's a lot of pretty chicks in life. And they all know learning science and habitation, and then it's only meant for certain people that's precise and fair and sexy and pretty in life. And then next thing you know, you have people that's fucked up in their habit. No, see, I had to humble my reality, but you do something to me, I already told you I'm gold. My quality is already telling you fuck you. And then on top of it, then matter of fact, I already explained it on YouTube, everything I was talking about, because my refinement to the precise how I look is a certain type of way. So when I'm with my wife, a certain type, I'm the one that made my wife. When every empress asks who made her, where her magic came from, I'm guaranteeing they'll come to me. And then another nigga's gonna look like a dickhead, but by then another nigga's gonna be lining up their assassination at a time. But like I was saying and stuff, right? So you see these other people creeping from the back of my house going into a car right now and just doing funny things. But let me explain something to you how for real this situation is, right? Now, I'm just going to tell you, even in life, if you have an individual a certain type of way, like, say for instance, a person in the past, present, or future of the Empress fucking up the Empress energy, a certain type of way, right? And then these individuals that's fucking up the Empress energy is already causing us form of deterioration at a point in time. The water splash. Anyway, so now let me just show you how real this is. If you have people already fucking up the energy and checking, now I'm precise even with the element. If a person driving elements and can't even contain the situation that they're doing because the shit is so outnormous to the way their way the fucked up habitation already of the physical is already. So it's just a reality. It's just like if a empress is calling for her energy and then next thing you know you have somebody of a purity or one of the children that we had to start being having sex at a time sequence, and then the nigga be a star, you'd be even worse. And then the nigga having sex at a time sequence with somebody fucking up the motivation of the physical reality. Don't tell me nothing because Don't Tell was supposed to be with me at the time and I had to refine. It don't matter because no such thing as time for me because I'm the paradigm of time. So fuck out of here. So another person, the Empress ain't the same thing because the Empress time is precise because I gave her a time and she even had an order for herself for her own consciousness. So that's no excuse for the Empress. Me is a different situation because I made all of them. The Empress don't even got no fucking excuse because they have a time sequence for even themselves that just couldn't be known to other people. But it don't even matter. But like I said, well, it does matter, but it doesn't even matter to other people. But like I'm gonna just tell you just like this, right? Now, if another individual is over there having sex at another time, like 3 months down the line, a year down the line, or whatever, that's a person that's causing static interference in the Empress energy and is causing the Empress to even die and not even accumulate her precise purity of her magic even at the time, and they just manipulating the situation. So another person, you gotta know the physics. It's just like dealing with an element. It's past, present, and future, even though regardless of so even though regardless of what the situation is, it's past, present, or future, even in a certain type of way. So now if you have an individual manipulating and causing, and look at this. Yeah, I'm around a lot of white cellular activity, my nigga. Listen, your matter to your flesh is white, right? The matter to your flesh is white, right? Yeah. All right, you have a cigarette in your hand, right? Right. Okay, now you see the snow, right? Right. We're on a celestial earth dealing with cellular activity, right? Right. All right, have a wonderful day. Think about what matters. So as I was saying, right? So if you have an individual, a certain type of way in the physical, if you have an individual a certain type of way, rejuvenate in a certain type of way. Remember your little jukebox from last night, right? Your little funny jukebox up there, right? So if you have individuals a certain, if you have an individual a certain type of way, it's like a person of white anatomy that's complaining about their life, driving a car, smoking a cigarette, wondering what's deteriorating their life for so long. Their life been so hard, all type of things been like this so long. What's been causing that? And then they're moving in an element of light that's beyond their physical at the time, and then on top of it, they'll be moving in an element of light beyond their physical at the time, and on top of it, causing deterioration with light that is lesser than their habitation, that causes a more intricate interference, and then on top of it, then on top of it, Then going forward with sequences of time and a paradigm in a physical force of motivation that is trying to help hold on the situation together, and then on top of it, what's steering it is the precise deterioration little by little bit that's fucking them up in life. That doesn't make no sense. You have to know real science to know a person how they killing themselves a certain type of way for an individual to know how to correct their situation. A person can't be doing certain things and being stupid about the situation and then wondering what the fuck is happening to them in life. You know, it doesn't make no sense. If we want to get down to the intricacies of fucking science, another person's probably saying John Travolta when he left me that message. I'm going to show you the message on the door. They said, John Travolta, I'll be right back, John. Like they're going to cause a brain tumor. I'm so smart. Brain tumor? Bitch, you fucking stupid. If you're thinking about brain tumor and you're looking for the message, and on top of it, on a point of reflection, I'm the real value in a point of reflection. Were you smoking a cigarette? We're dealing with white matter, right? We're dealing with snow. We're dealing with we're on a celestial or dealing with cellular activity. There you go. How much reflection is that to you? Like I told you, my physical already tells you, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. So I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real with my habitation a certain type of way. And then a person says, listen, it doesn't make no sense to go further. I just didn't want to be in a house with people that's fumigating, there's a people in my house that's fumigating their energy, causing the baddest, stinkest it smelled like worse. It smelled like cheese that you wouldn't even buy from the store. The type of smell that they have in the house. And then a person says, that shit was toxic. You know, I just left the crib before it starts accumulating on higher levels when other person doesn't notice. I'm just out. It don't make no sense. I'm a natural doctor. I'm recovering in refinement. I got shot. I'm the Magi Star Chi himself. I got shot. I'm supposed to be recovering. And then you have the force of energy going on people that wants to deteriorate my physical reality. And I'm not even doing forms of martial arts a certain type of way because I don't want to hurt nobody a certain type of way when it comes to my physical reality. I'm just trying to heal naturally. And then people in my social economic system was being inconsiderate and deteriorated minds where else to fuck my situation up when my caretakers are supposed to care, make sure everything is wonderful, happy, so the liftment of my energy, my force within myself can refine and recover a certain type of way, because in a paradigm of time for them to heal their anatomy, they're playing a fucking digital system of me doing certain martial arts. A person says, no, they don't play that shit. How the fuck you tell me no, you don't play that shit? Because you're on an earth to have an atmosphere that I made. Then on top of it, you play movie sequences of events that happen in a precise time of other individuals. Another individual's trying to manipulate what I did in the physical reality, trying to say it's them. Then they're playing another fucking frequency saying that they were the hero or something. And it wasn't the hero shit, because when you get down to the intricate, what really saved you was fucking me going out there doing my martial arts, fighting individuals in the paradigm of time, and another person's trying to discredit people like a fucking disease and just trying to manipulate people. Know your fucking physics and science when it comes to anatomy, when it comes to time sequencing, and I made the fucking atmosphere. It's probably a solar pan of people that's just so mad at what I did, and they're just trying to find ways to steal my energy. But like I said, you know, you'll find out how real the situation is to know the difference in the paradigm of time. You see what I'm talking about? Because another person says, what? Other people that put signs up to manipulate the physical reality to want to devalue a man. Yo, you kill China, the earth is, you already, let me not even say nothing. Anyway, so, it don't even matter. I'm not refining with China neither. So it's like, it's good for you, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just call my other wife, and it's good for you, fuck you, because she's already telling you the same thing. Every day, she's telling her the same thing. I don't know how elegant she gotta be to show other people, fuck you, every day. You know, my other wife in the spiritual realm, every day she's already there telling other people, fuck you, if you over here with this, and you just say, fuck you, because you should have been doing something. Listen, let me just tell you something. Yo, all it's looking like is your Shabbat, bitch. A person's reflecting an element. You ever seen somebody put on a mask and there's an element? What fucked you up if you're looking like something that already fucked you up, that causes depression in physical reality? I guess you already found yourself. Why don't you just go, put yourself in a basement, or just call international security, tell them to listen to my YouTube videos, and then Just put your knees on the floor, put your hands above your head, and just let them do what they have to do, because a criminal's a criminal and a person needs to refine when it comes to anatomy and science. Don't let the individuals fuck another individual up because other people want to be ignorant and stupid in life. Yo, you know, well, you gonna what? You gonna go refine with shit? You gonna go another nigga that don't even care? He's splashing all day. He don't even give a fuck. He's like, fuck you. All day he don't fuck. All day he got money. He doing all type of things. The nigga that was upon one of the niggas that was causing it, looking a certain type of way, still on some fuck you. That's it. That's fucked up, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, that, but that it is what it is. Yo, look at this passenger. Yo, listen, you don't look pretty to me. It's the fuck. You know, I'm thinking you probably here to rob me, or I'm thinking you probably is another type of situation. I don't know. It's just like the other night, I was watching something with BTS, this Asian group. My children, nothing you understand, all my children. But I was watching something called BTS, this Asian group, and then individuals are wondering about the physics I'm reflecting on. One, there was an ad commercial. It looked like this fucking tree, because you see our ad commercials where other people put ads and they want to reach out to break in within my system. Then you see the habitation of their tree that causes deterioration, how they want to break into the reason I even made oxygen a certain type of way. And another person called, I got to go somewhere else just to make this video because I didn't want to make the video in my crib. And then another person forcefully wants me to make a video in my crib. I'm not making no video in my crib. And then on top of it, if I was doing something I was doing private, another person already, yo, listen, my international security's already finished a certain type of way. Another person is why? Because you're entertaining people that just wanted to cause deterioration to my comfortability, and you already know that I own the continent and land. The more you go along trying to be stupid and trying to put a cover up, is the more you're going to cause yourself to get killed. Let me explain why on the level of physics of dealing with elements. Now, let's just be real about the situation, right? You already have a person that already did wrong to the anatomy and the physical reality. Then on top of it, they're trying to motivate in the future with a fucked up mentality, with a jam-packed, how can I say this, impulse, a jam-packed impulse of a vibration of a current reality dealing with white anatomy and white cellular activity. A jam-packed impulse that is throbbed between their physical reality that already caused the wrong frequency of refinement, even on the social economic habitation of their purity, even come to the oxygen of their consciousness, the reason why they're here on the planet in the first place. So if they got with somebody else, they wasn't here with for somebody else. Another person it's like you killed another person for nothing, a certain type of way, because if you went to go get the purity of other individuals to help them refine and heal their consciousness, you killed them for nothing. It's like keeping a disease dormant and then tell them it's okay for a little while, and then the situation comes back, because it's like having a hostage or some type of situation. As we're seeing what situations are playing out in the physical reality when it's coming towards individuals, right? Now, my children got their own planet. What, you gonna go to another planet and say, why so? Then why don't you go find out who made the planet? Me. Well, another person wants to go to another planet and realm and just fuck up individuals. Like, yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If China even went to another planet, the other planet needs even more deterioration, because that shit doesn't want to see her, because it's already trying to refine itself from what she did. And then on top of it is, if she didn't refine with me already, the planet is gonna want to push out to she's gonna be like the enormous disease. And then on top of it, the atmosphere over here in the realm is gonna lock her out, because it ain't gonna want her to come back to me. So she's gonna be stuck like Chuck. Probably she could go to her landscape. She could go to her landscape, right? Let's be cryptic and funny and sarcastic a certain next way. Go to your landscape, huh? Fuck. Oh, man. You gotta know what I'm speaking about. Go ahead, tell him. Tell him what you did. Tell him what you did, China. So I'm just gonna be real, right? So individual at a time and stuff, right? Listen to this. Imagine this, individuals that is using element science, and they're supposed to be refining precisely in a paradigm of time and circumference, in their anatomy and their light and their cellular structure. it don't make no sense getting innocent people sick or hurting innocent people, and that could probably save your life when it comes to social economics. You're already moving with deterioration. The more you struggle with the reality that the people did wrong to you, and the more you try to congregate with them, the more you're gonna look like a stupid necromonger from the Chronicles of Riddick that just seemed like a stink bitch. Even the oververse and the energies of life just want to collapse, keep you away from me and collapse you so you can never harm anybody in the physical reality again, because that's what's the reality gonna end up a certain type of way. But I'm just gonna tell you just like this: a person, it's just like pretty chicks that's supposed to have a form of acknowledgement, a certain type of way when it comes to their physics. Then you have a semi-ugly bitch or a semi-bitch that already did wrong. You know, I don't deal with animals. You know, animals have wide hips, all type of other funny situations. Funny people do funny physics to their zodiac chemistry. Some people are called for a certain time sequence of their life because a certain time to keep their situations in order. But then you have people through the paradigm of time, they're already known a certain type of way. It's just like the chick inside my house. I'm not questioning nothing. I'm not getting into nobody's business. I just know that's not supposed to be in my house. I never needed no guard dog a certain type of way in this house. I gotta wait to get away from situations. I never needed something that would have caused mass deterioration on a real wide level a certain type of way, because my situation is more precise and way more wonderful than that stupid type of situation that's over there that's fucking up individuals' lives and shit. So I don't need that type of reality in my house. So I came outside just to get a break from the reality a certain type of way, because it's just like me seeing a chick and a nigga says, yeah, I like a chick with hips. I said, yeah, you like Mrs. Roger Rabbit, right? Yeah, that's all right. You go ahead with that, man. Yo, you listen, I hope her hips are real wide enough for you, you know? I hope she drops it all on you. Oh, man. Oh, oh, man. But I'm just being real, you know. I'm just being real. If you really wanted to, if you really just wanted to know how real I'm being a certain type of way. But I'm not gonna get into certain situations because I'm just making my video for myself, and this is how I make my videos. So I'm just gonna be real with you. Now, if a person's manipulating the element science a certain type of way in the physical reality, if a person's manipulating element science a certain type of way because the moon is looking like, I'm speaking about China, so she's looking like sewage right now, you know, and I'm the male that's already showing you the throbbing and the point of reflection. So your bitch is looking like a fucking in tank and she's looking like sewage right now. So go ahead and say something about that. Then go test the DNA, the earth, of the real refinement, and you're gonna realize the reason why it's even being refined is because of me. You stupid bitch. It's just a bitch passing in the car just wondering about something. People that want you to know the intricacies of science because they want to be able to manipulate other individuals to fuck them up. Like they want to balance out. It's just, I guess they're going to be judging and balancing people before they find out how much of a criminal they are in the physical reality before they fuck up their life. But they'll already look like deterioration, like an eggful situation that doesn't want a person to be happy. So from right then and there, you just look at a person and it's like, fuck out of here. I don't even want you around. It's the same thing as Charlotte. It's the same thing. Same thing I used to do when I was in Charlotte TeMPle. Same thing now. Fuck out of here. You know, I don't give a fuck about you. You go somewhere else. You know? But let me just tell you certain things, because another individual, they're causing social economic civil wars a certain type of way I see in the social economic system. And then on top of it, they're already a white anatomy, so they're receiving a receptive message. Some of them that was refinements of refinement. Then you have ugly bitches that still deteriorated, just came out, this stinked up their pussy a certain type of way with another nigga that clogged up their arteries to the purity of their astrology, of their mythology, and then they clogged up their arteries to their astrology and mythology, to the high receptiveness of the purity of the cleansiness, physical reality with a wrong individual on my planet, and it just made the situation worse than what it is. And it's even worse when you have a caretaker that wants to indulge and watch you do something in your physical, and then he already doesn't have a form of enjoyment. That would just let the other caretakers know what needs to go that's going to cause the death of your reality that might cause the end of the world. So you think about that type of order when it comes to yourself, even when it comes to gender. So I'm just going to tell you just like that. But like I said, you know, if an individual in a point of physics in a physical reality a certain type of way, right? Now, if an individual at a time is manipulating elements, past, present, and future, if a chick is doing element science and she's having sex with a man, that, say it's two people of element science having sex and they're not even supposed to have sex. Like, you see how people put certain elements together, and then when I do the workmanship, is a difference. When another person do it, they're just trying to get to something in a time, then they got to be closely watched. But that's a person that already knew that they were going to go to work and they were going to be the distraction for a certain time sequence, a certain type of way, because the same way that they manipulated the Empress when she was trying to refine, same way they did the construction, and they tried to manipulate the caretakers and individuals of international security that was just trying to do something that was to be encouraging, but they were just thinking about the time that they were putting in their form of physical payment, and then they don't even realize that they had a planning for that. And that was where they were gonna, because a person doing something of purity heart and of purity, they were gonna get rewarded a certain type of way, right? That they would have ended up in their planet with a certain habitation to their social economics, depending on their consciousness. But if they did the wrong thing, they would have never, the person on the purity of the planet would have disciplined them, right? But now, if you have an individual a certain type of way that goes and does the wrong thing a certain type of way, look at this, look at this, a nigga that's taking a shit in the snow. You see the fucking dog right there taking a shit in the snow, right? Then the people let him out the house. You got cats that got kitty litters. It's 2019. This shit is taking a shit in the snow outside still. So, all right, fuck your anatomy. And it just came out the house, so it's not offending me. It's already offending what you are already. So, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just going to be real, right? So, either way, because it's offending itself and it's offending the anatomy, because the shit wants to eat to survive. Then on top of it, offended itself, but it's already a form of low deterioration a certain type of way, because it already shows you wants to be wild in its physical reality. So anyway, so now a person makes a choice a certain type of way at a time, solidifies it in snow. There's no questioning about that. That shit shouldn't even be in it shouldn't even be in North Dakota at the time. This is being real. When you see something like that happen, it's just like, we too far in high altitude, look at this. We're too far in high altitude, high longitude for an individual to make a decision like that and just disrespect international security. Now, if that's a person that's claiming to assassinate international security, well, let me tell you something, right? So anyway, like I'll say it, right? So if a person's having sex and they're both elements and they're causing deterioration, because you see how a person tries to have a nice house and then after a while the house starts deteriorating in a certain type of way because the way they just did certain things, and then the shit is just fucked up. Another person says, wow, but it's just like, imagine a person making a perfect structure and then next thing you know it deteriorates because did you have sex on the planet? Did you not do some things? Then if you didn't, then that's wonderful. If you did, then hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. I was so wonderful with my caretakers. My caretakers do social economics, right? So, them doing social economics. Let's take a good look at it. Them doing social economics. How nice was that? I must have been real nice. A way that I did certain things naturally for them. And then their comfortability in the beginning of time was wonderful. Highest of quality. But not being a child's parent and doing all type of funny things, it weighs down on the individual in anatomy and cellular activity. So a person it's like a person wondering why their heart is being broken, why they're a mass murderer, and then they tried to recondition the love that I had. That you ever had something that was so precious and vital, and another person tried to recondition it at a time? And I made that literally, my nigga, like from the purity. And once you recondition that, that was it. Another person will tell you they're having sex. No, there's nothing new under the sun. My cellular structure always refines itself a certain type of way. But I'm supposed to be the one that's doing refining to a precise point. This is why I'm here. Now, we're dealing with elements. We're supposed to be even more precise even when it comes to the science. You have people that just don't care. They just want a gunshot. It's just like a gunshot that went through a fucking herpes virus somewhere. And then next thing you know, it just wants to continue in the physical reality. A person said the gunshot wasn't your reflection because I'm the one that made the quality of gold. This is why I'm gold. So what are you talking about? Another person, listen, if you try to deteriorate my inside, is all right. It's going to show in your solar system, in NASA, and even in space. And it's going to show that y'all a bunch of fuck-ups. So it don't even matter a certain type of way. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's like, another person just disrespected the social economic. If a person was playing blocks like hustlers, your own emotions disrespected you secretly. So your sabotage to your physical reality, to what you think you're going forward into, is going to be even more fucked up at a time. Another person wouldn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm explaining this because I see two men going to the front of the house right now, or whatever they are. I don't know if they're men or whatever. But then you had the situation of the corner already. So, a dog comes out, takes a shit, and we're dealing with elements. A dog could be backwards when you spell dog God. You're dealing with elements, the pre-prime transformers, then the shit that came out their ass. But it went in snow and shit. It dirtied up the manipulation of the physical reality, because it's not gonna turn into anything that's gonna refine it. It's a wild emotion already. The dogs of era, when they used to do certain things, there was more to the era calendar that I just didn't want to remember. So I'm not gonna tell you certain things. Another person thinking they know something, there was way more to the era calendar, the things that I don't speak about, that I'm not going to speak about, because it wasn't meant for people to know. If a people made a certain decision, wanted to be wild white cats, wild white dogs, all type of stuff, and then they went to the seventh, and then they went to go to where, all time, or they wanted to go to the point, or whichever way. Yo, listen, hey, good for you, man. Yo, listen, man, you're already ahead of time. You went to the serpentine calendar and said you had pause. You were a certified shit sparker. You know what I'm saying? You went to I don't know. It's good for you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Another person went and said they were a certified shit sparker. Fuck you. I don't get it. Good for you. I'm not gonna tell you no more. I'm not even gonna write it down, because what it is what it is, and I don't have to say it. So that's it. So I'm not telling you nothing else. I don't give a fuck. So then now another person. But like I said, let's continue speaking about manipulation and stuff, right? So now, if you have a person having sex a certain type of way in the physical reality, to their anatomy, to the physical social structure, what is happening at the time? That means as a person that's disrespecting you in past, present, and future, especially when they're dealing with elements. So now a person dealing with element science, doing element science, or doing element mythology, or element, like, certain type of situation. Those persons, a person that gets tired of clinging, is like a sword that's clashing all the time. A person says, your sword is fucked up, you gotta go back to the blacksmith. Like, hey, man, listen, I need you to do the fucking welding a certain type of way for me, because this shit fucked up. The nigga gotta, oh, man, all day. Then he's king. Another person's wondering, shit, that's already still clashing. King. But if you go to the wrong welder, another person, assassin bitch just now, my nigga, dirty, deteriorated assassin. You go to the wrong welder, then it'll be a wrap for the situation and shit. Your Laura was a fucking alligator that was just in the physical reality, and this is trying to fuck up Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the nigga blew his brains out at a certain time. He was in the crib thinking that he was getting precise situation, and then right before the movie, his bro Chino and them just said, yo, blah 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 blah. Chino and them said they died with that. Oh, listen, hey, man, the Jewel Empress's sons, I got nothing else to tell you, because another person, I already got a book bag reflecting to keep situations away from me. So I just don't even give a fuck about certain things at the time. Another person even looks at my laundry. My physical reality is more cleansy than your physical reality. And the way that I wash is different from you, because I'm going to wash at a certain time. I'm not going to wash every day, wasting situations, because it's like a person that has a dirty reality that's just wasting their physical reality a certain type of way every day. I'm more cleansy. Yo, a person could do a cotton swab on my skin. The fucking cotton swab would just end up like literal the gold element, if I want to. And then on top of it, I can make it even be like a diamond element if I wanted to. But I don't do that for people. I don't give a fuck about people, Fuck, I care about people. Fuck you already. Like I was doing, like let me show you something. I was watching something on BTS, some Asian kids before, right? And then as I was watching it, I was looking at the little deterioration a certain type of way when the Empress is sad, the one that wants to know the Empress sad emotion that is causing the sad emotion in the paradigm of time, but she can't even tell the other individual what's going on because the one that's causing the sad emotion is looking for the sad emotion a certain type of way. He's not doing it a certain type of way at a higher quality. He's doing it causing more sad emotions a certain type of way. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about what you're telling me. You know, another person that secretly trying to assassinate the Empress and shit. Other people that secretly, at another time, they wanted the Empress to have a certain type of precise acknowledgement for them that wanted to assassinate their mother because they want to live their mother's life and they don't know how to take orders at a certain age because they're people, they're already... Yo, listen, I don't got nothing else to say no more. This is what happens when children have their own planet and then you give them their finances and go on a visit. If a nigga lose himself on his own planet, I don't know if it'll show in his consciousness point. You know, I don't know. Good luck with you, whatever you're saying. You know, another person probably doesn't want a person to come on finances. It's even better for me because I tell a person, just like you already thought to say fuck you to your conscience, I guess it's going to be easier for when a person just want to blow your brains out. Fuck you already. Because I never like ugly, stupid shit, so it don't matter. You know, a person thinking something looks a certain type of way, I look way different. I can show you right now, I look way different, but I'm not showing you certain things. Why show you certain things? You're just thinking about something a certain type of way. I don't give a fuck about you, you dumb bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because other people you already did wrong, a person already looking like a depression, and then they wondering what caused the depression. It's like a bitch putting on a mask or a nigga causing you to put on a mask that just had you in the basement choking you all day and forced you to fuck your life up, and then you putting on the mask looking stupid and depressing to everybody in social economic, and another person just knows instantly, just keeps walking away like, oh my God, this shit is even more stupid. That shit, why? I got my other wife. I just can't. I just gotta wait it out. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't gotta say too much. You know, good for you. I'll just wait it out. Hopefully, you know, family, you know, the erratic emotions or the stupidity that wanted to kill her anyway and kill the purity of her consciousness, her aura, her magic is going to react in the physical reality and is going to want to be more wild and is going to probably want to start killing family and being stupid because the desperate situation of other individuals fucking up their dignity through time, and the individual that's caused it a certain type of way is going to be the first one to act up in the physical reality a certain type of next way. So, and they're going to have wild emotions with it. So it don't matter, you know. A person that's just trying to fulfill their feelings into how they fucked up other individuals' lives. So it don't even matter to me. Yo, listen, man. Yo. Wow! Yo, listen, Optimus Prime, yo, I seen yo, listen. Even though you abused yourself when I gave you the jewels and I showed you because I drank the fucking juice and soda, and then you went out searching and left the earth for the jewels and came back on some secret, I'm gonna park this nigga here because you realized how much pussy was a certain type of next way. Oh, he got new pussy, so he got a long time of not caring. So Bumblebee's parked up, fucked up at a place. He's supposed to be sending Bumblebee a situation. Bumblebee looking for me or something like, yo, nigga, what you gonna go through something a certain time? I'm looking at the nigga like, yo, nigga, yo, listen, the gas told you 87, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It said 87, 83, 89, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because now I heard you going diesel and crude oil and shit. And it's looking like that because I'm looking at what's going a certain type of way in the natural, how can I say this, system of your physical situation that's already killing you because your whole ass bitch this already knows it's trying to get away, that realizes what's going on. So fuck you. Yo, listen, Bumblebee, I told you I wasn't fucking with this. I told you I wasn't fucking with Transformers no more. Yo, listen, that's it. You know, that basically that it was the end of it. That's the end of it. You want to continue being the muscle bound shit, getting into crashing, showing off for bitches that doesn't want to go to the future. That just want niggas crashing their quality, switching parts on them, fucking up their situation, having other niggas touch them like they're doing martial arts. Fuck you. I ain't got time for that. I had children. I didn't know I had monsters. So if you got monsters, then fuck you. You know, you started educating monsters of the generation. So fuck you, Bumblebee. Like I did my shit. Yo, once. I'm gonna tell you how real this is. You're not living off of me. You're not getting no supplement and certain things off of me to yourself a certain type of way because I did my situations naturally. You did your situation another type of way. My situation was natural when I did certain things. That's why I don't do it no more. That's why I even fucked up my wife even more, because when she got me shot a certain type of way, I said, you want to go party? That you can party all fucking day. I mean, that overnight party, you have a club open all day. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's it. You know, you playing with people's emotions through time because you think you reached a level and knew something. You ain't know something. Obviously, in the paradigm of time and physics and light and elements, it started showing how fucked up you were. She was a certain type of way, or the box she took from somebody else that she should have never been mouthing off to a certain type of way. It's just like it being a person of the highest regard and the reason of her existence. And it's like my wife speaking to me, she come out of hand too much. I never hit my wife before, but she come out of hand, she say the wrong thing a certain type of way, and then she endangers my life even more. Fuck up. You know, you fucking stupid. You fucking crazy. No, the person say, what are you talking about? Hey, you say I smacked myself? I didn't look at myself for that. Then, if that was the case, if that was happening in physical reality, obviously there was something I needed to forget at a precise time, a certain type of way, and I just continue. So I'm just gonna be real, because I'm not fucking on my own accord. Listen, I'll smack the sense back into my reality, how real it is. And then on top of it, the person that caused it, I'll tell you, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you go try to put your hands on your consciousness that made you and disrespect yourself to your core. That's when you know you fucked yourself. So, oh man. I'm tied it up, baby. I'm tied up, baby. Boo, 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 boo. You want to say it? My own equality. I made the earth. I made the energy force. Magi star chi. Fuck you. And I love myself all day. Fuck everybody else. Wow, for real. So anyway, like I was saying and stuff though, if you have a person manipulating elements, having sex in a paradigm of time, and it's supposed to be the purity of social economics, they're fucking you past, present, and future. So if their acupuncture was precise, it was already round, so it was already past, present, and future. So that little acupuncture nerve is, you know, the little nurse, a little acupuncture therapeutical nurse that you thought was doing something that was mad ugly, taking all type of situation. I didn't tell. Oh, China, I meant to tell you. Yo, you remember I told you one of our children were crippled one day. Niggas was going robbing a nigga naturally. So I said, yo, you know something? I'm gonna go pick up money from the house and shit at a certain time for he could be okay and stuff, because he has to pay himself for he could be okay in the paradigm, so he could be able to survive for a certain type of time, and then he gotta come back and pay me again. But he has to pay me the same amount of a certain quality every fucking time or higher for he could live even a more wonderful life. Now, the individual turned around at the time. Niggas was already stealing money from the nigga, so I came through like a ninja. The nigga wondered or asked me all type of questions, told him all type of next shit, and then I'm like, yo, listen, I took the payment, but the nigga said I was supposed to really get paid because I was really in a situation a certain type of way. But because other people wanted to manipulate and they were doing thievery already, I gave another type of name. And then when the nigga wanted to pay me with the real check, I just never went for it because it was I put another name because the police was pressing niggas that night. These niggas were known criminals, the things that they were doing, and I just didn't want to get caught up in it because I knew they were doing wrong, but I knew I just had to save the nigga life a certain type of way at a certain time. So when I took the payment, the bigger check came for the real check that was supposed to pay me for the social economics that was supposed to pay me, and I never took the insurance payment. And then on top of it, you remember, the insurance got to pay me for the fucking up the habitation of the physical equality of the elements that it was fucked up, or certain other things that was fucked up also. So the insurance had to pay me, and I never went and took the payment from the insurance. That's it. I just gave another name. So the payment went to somebody else under another name. So it was like they robbed the individual. Another person said, who set that up? I was with a bunch of individuals that just wanted to fuck all the pussy that I had, and then other people that was pressuring them all type of way. My son wanted to do some old funny type of situation. He was trying to be certified with the situation. The government was asking me, is it okay for the individual to do certain things? I said, yo, listen, let me tell you how real this is. You see, even when Russia, let me give you an example for certain things. I'm looking at somebody a certain type of way. When I made the United States, when I made the United States call quarantine for the Russians get $10,000. Every Russian that comes over here instantly gets $10,000. So once I did that for them, that was too bad. You know, once a person fucked that up, too bad for you. I don't give a fuck after that. Because another person, my children was coming to America and I was making sure that they weren't broke because I didn't want them embarrassing me from them coming from a far distance. So I made sure that they had $10,000 each person individually. You had an individual that was going out trying to marry chicks, trying to do false marriages. Once they started doing certain things, I seen my son and I tried to show him something in a certain type of way, in a physical reality. And I said, yo, listen, you're going to end up hurt. Then while I'm here, I'm trying to repel the situation. Listen. I tried to repel the situation to his physics a certain type of way when I already did. The nigga won't even tell you. And then next thing you know, because naturally, you know, next thing you know, the fucking lady wanted to give me acupuncture. I said, yo. I went somewhere else. This lady wanted to give me acupuncture. I said, yo. I looked at my wife at the time. I said, good for you. Good for you. I said, no. She nodded, said that this other time. I said, yeah. On top of it, the girl I was supposed to be dealing with at the time, Melissa, your white boy Chris and them wanted to have sex with her, and I was having sex with her and doing all type of situations. When I said, yo, listen, I'm going to go deal with this chick and I'm supposed to be with her, the nigga coming over there with this nigga named Willie all looking all wild. I'm like, yo, these niggas Japan coming over here. Yo, you're not supposed to be with this chick, my nigga. You're not even supposed to show this next nigga the chick because he's already doing something depth. On top of it, he's not even supposed, I think he wasn't even supposed to show Chris that chick a certain type of way because he was just going to fuck up his life anyway and on some cross-color shit. He was going to fuck up his life anyway, and then the nigga just went and did his own thing. Yo, listen, I wasn't even with the chick. I just looked at my son. I couldn't help you. Yo, it was so real. Before I left New York, I went back to go see if Shorty was around. Another nigga opened the door with a robe on. I just walked away and stuff. There was no cling in the house no more. Another nigga had a robe on some Stewie shit like, yo, what's up? I just looked at her like, you know, I told you she went to go rob China, right? The niggas I was fucking with, a certain type of next way, went to go rob China, and then when they went to go do it a certain type of way, I introduced her to Shorty. I was like, yo, listen, man, this Shorty so-and-so. Yo, go ahead, have fun, so-and-so. You supposed to be family and all type of shit, right? So, go ahead, you know, this is my Shorty and stuff. Nigga, he started doing all type of things to impress her. I heard the nigga moved to Texas after that. He got paid all the time. And I looked at the situation. I said, I wonder what happened. Nigga was like, yeah, you know, him Shorty so-and-so. I said, oh. Well, good for you and shit, you know. Good for you, you know. You fucked yourself. So, you know, hey. You shouldn't have never fucked yourself, but hey, you know, it looked like your next door neighbors across the hall from her was gonna do it anyway. So, you know, it's like they couldn't wait their turn. I don't know if it was the drugs, and then on top of it, it was a certain type of equality that already looked sad because my real wife was so mad about the situation. She came to my house when she found out. She was like, "What? You were where? You were who?" She came to my house like, yo, what's up, nigga? So. And then she got into an argument with this nigga that I used to hang out with. You know, listen, there's a rapper, you know, I showed him so many chicks you don't even know. There was a rapper one day, his name is William, they call him Icon. You know, I'm not going to tell you his government on YouTube. They call him Icon, you know what I'm saying? Will, you know, I'm just going to say just like this. Another nigga, he argued with her right in front of me. He called her out her name, called her some old type of wild emotion or wild animal type. And then the chick that she was already with was already spying on her. And this nigga started getting out of rate with her. And I'm looking at her at the time. I just like, nah, you know, don't worry. I ain't never gonna let you be around that nigga again. I went to her crib. I had to apologize to my other children because, like, you know, they should have never got out of hand like that. I let her even handle my situation a certain type of way in life. And then next thing you know, the chick, the way I met her is the chick that brought it to me. But when she did that, I said, you know, the way I see your situation is right now, you're in real danger a certain type of way. I just rather not deal with you a certain type of way. I stopped going. I stopped hanging out with her. I stopped even going over there. It was so real. There was a nigga named Tragedy that I used to hang out with back in those days a certain type of way, and the nigga got murdered just for even hanging out over there at a time. The niggas tried to murder the nigga. Another person said what happened. One day another nigga said, yo, he so and so, they had like a little slight argument in front of me, but they didn't want to say nothing in front of me a certain type of way. Then the nigga got murdered one night. And then the niggas tell me what happened. A nigga tells me the nigga went, I have another child named Bam a certain type of way, and the nigga got into an argument with the nigga Bam and stuff. Yeah, look at this, the nigga was trying to reflect on the blue element and deteriorating the blue element and trying to pull a nigga up with his deterioration. Yo, listen, man. Yo, listen. Listen, man. Vratum. Yo, listen, man. Yo, listen. Yo, check this out. Yo, man. Let me tell you how real this is, man. Another nigga looking for gold and shit, my nigga. Yo, the Vratum. Yo, listen. Listen. Let me tell you how real this is, right? The nigga went and they killed the nigga one night. I showed niggas a certain type of way. I said, yo, listen, every night, don't do nothing to the nigga. I'ma just handle the situation a certain type of way. I went and got him in front of niggas a certain type of way. Said, yo, listen, come with me, so-and-so, let me go to the crib with you. Every day I took the nigga, so-and-so, took the nigga, so-and-so, so. Then I'm hearing niggas got at the nigga. When I'm over there, the niggas that's living in the area that I already know a certain type of way, got at the nigga. The nigga was such a real, my nigga. The nigga even one day refined himself and was so wonderful a certain type of way. And once he was good, he just didn't care about certain things. And then guess what? Another person goes and does at a certain time and stuff, right? The nigga one day arguing with these chicks in the crib. And I guess Shorty must have realized that, she was no use to the nigga a certain type of way. So the nigga, the nigga kept it real. The nigga got at Shorty a certain type of way, and everybody thought it was funny. The bitch got the nigga murdered and shit. Another person's like, what are you speaking about? I'm like, yo, listen, I already helped this homeboy a certain type of way. Shorty already murdered the nigga a certain type of way. I can't tell you what situations was happening a certain type of way and what people didn't want people to realize. Me, I tell another individual, it was already bad enough that even at the time, back in the days before that, I was already boxing with niggas. Then my children, Anthony and them, couldn't even say nothing to me a certain type of way because them niggas was already getting at each other. Then another nigga, the reason why the nigga did the situation a certain type of way already, the nigga helped the nigga started getting at the nigga, and the nigga's looking at the nigga because the nigga was older than homeboy that they even got at the day. All day that nigga was in the lineup like he was in the dojo had to go to the, listen, man, I don't even gotta tell you about situations. Another person's not gonna realize what I realize and what I realize in time. Things I didn't even realize at the time, then I would just still continue going. And then the person says, how do you realize? Because I already know. You know what I'm saying? How am I not going to know when I'm supposed to remember? It's going to happen natural. I'm going to remember it. Another person, listen, you go with, listen, your dad, listen, one night in Boogie Night, niggas was handling some real business one night. You know what another nigga did? He said, fuck wearing a bulletproof vest. You could just take all, he just wanted the Las Vegas life. So I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real with an individual. You know, another individual wonders about situations, even at times and stuff. But I tell the individual, listen, you know, I tell an individual in life, hey, I don't want to know. I don't want to know nothing about what a situation's going on a certain type of way, because another person, even at time, even in the movie Boogie Night, niggas was taking care of real certain situations. Another nigga said, "Fuck wearing your vest. Don't worry about the situation. Just go ahead and stuff." Because if a nigga was gonna be a weak point in the paradigm, he was gonna do it again, and then he was gonna be on some monkey bars and all type. Yo, listen, man, I don't want to hear it. Another nigga that wants to show off when he wants to show off because the way he wants his situations to be, it should be when he wants his situations, and then the nigga already did it wrong. And then you're cock greasing himself. cock greasing himself. Another nigga tell you what you talking about. Hey, good for you, you know what I'm saying? Hey. Another person says, why China used to have certain I say, hey, you know something? I was very nice a certain type of way. Me having a wonderful wife that was very young in life at a certain type of way. To other individuals, I kept it real with myself. I showed her certain other things because I know a person would have came a far distance to manipulate her, or they would have tried to put hands on her like they wanted to steal. Because if a person's stealing money all day, what are they gonna do to my wife? If out there, every day they're going out there stealing money, doing all funny things. She has to know how to defend herself a certain type of way. I did certain things to show her certain things, and I showed my other wife, yo, this is gonna be a time of not this shit's something else. But I showed my other wife, there was gonna be another time of equality for my wife, and then you gotta know what's going on because another person is gonna be wanting to manipulate, and then on top of it, I did certain sacred things a certain type of way, and then I was always okay a certain type of way. So I'm gonna be real with you, this so and so, and she knows so and so. This is how you'll know if you have a social comfort. What did individuals do in the paradigm? Hey, I don't know. Yo, listen, I don't know who robbed you for. I don't know when them 40-second niggas robbed you for the Chinese food, pick up every night. Earlier during the day, me fighting with them every day and stuff. I come from school, hanging out with individuals after school, fighting with niggas on 42nd and K and J every day. Then nighttime, I come around, them niggas robbing the Chinese man. I'm looking at niggas like, yo, I wanted to call Tanaka right after that. I was like, yo, Tanaka, 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 come here, bye bye. You know what else is there to say? The niggas robbing China every night. Yo, listen, I'm with niggas that want to please other people, and then they robbing China every night. Other niggas taking this, saying they're getting their equality. I'm like, you ain't the one that's supposed to be doing that. You doing something like that, that means you're in pussy. You doing things, you're trying to be with me saying that everything is okay a certain type of way. Yeah, we should be cool. When we on your planet, and then I'm a point of distance a certain type of way you could do what you want to do. When I come through, notice when I came through all the time, it's just like, yo, what up? Yo, a nigga's like, yo, son, we gonna get some pussy. No, I'll line it up, you pussy for you a certain type of way. Yo, but I ain't fucking. Another person be like, what you talking about? Yo, I'm up top right now, so yo, what up? Nigga be like, yeah, so this and all this, so. We chill all day on some gangster shit. Nigga keep calling me, keep coming down some gangster shit. Yo, what's up? Yo, this is that. Yo, this and this. Yo, that's good. Another time, I'm gonna go somewhere else and go handle and get mine. Don't worry. You see me chilling with a shorty, I'm lining up my move. Yo, this and the other, so and so. This and the other, so and so. This and the other. Keeping precise to even their situation. This and the other, so and so. Yo, I'm gonna see you on a certain time. Boom. Then we out. Then the next thing you know, the niggas over there, yo, I'm getting pussy, so. Yeah, you getting pussy on your planet. I'm gonna get pussy when I need to get pussy, but right now I'm just handling my situation. And then I just, what up? Every night come through, what up? Niggas on some a drinking party, yeah, so. Every day I'm drinking, partying, like, oh, all that. But I'm not getting even pussy. Another nigga like, yo, damn, your homeboy over there built right now. I'm like, yo, built. This is it. This ain't built. This is it, bitch. Then another nigga like, niggas are wondering like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, yo, another nigga not even realizing, I'm like, I ain't getting pussy with you. I was already handling situations every night, things that you were supposed to be. You were just showing me that you wanted to get pussy at the times I was coming through. I hope you wasn't. I'm looking at another nigga like, yo, let's see. I had to ask the nigga, brother, yo, let's go see if the nigga will do that again on another planet, if he'll try to go get pussy over there too. Nigga went try to get pussy. I'm looking at a nigga like, wow. I ain't know I was remaking certain things. And nigga, my son looking at me, he's like, yo, dad, Don't want to go make something. Ma's hollering at the time that I'm looking at the nigga like, so this dresses? This dresses being worn? Oh, what up? What up? My son looking at me like, what you talking about? I'm looking at the nigga like, oh man. Nigga gonna try to make a scene about my shit. Now I can't even tell the nigga I'm gonna communicate with him. Look at this shit. Look. Yeah, I'm out, man. Yo, listen. If your shit went rusted, listen, let me tell you something about elements. Don't go dark and then try to go light. Because what are you showing people? That you did something? It's like being an element and busting a gun. What the fuck you looking like that at the time for? Oh, oh, so you're switch washing and shit. You know, so at a time you don't even care. So you just over there in a club, crystal bottles, Moet bottles, oh, touching my shit. Oh, listen, bitch. Bitch, you better learn something about physics, bitch. Yo, what up? What up? What you gonna dirty my bottles? You gonna look at a certain type of thing? Start sweating? What you saw sweating and doing element science? Ain't the sweat coming out fucked up in black? Your shit ain't looking clean. Shit looking fucked up in black. Or unless those are your certain bottles that you wanted. I don't know. You probably counting. Yo, hey, this is another nigga trying to kill me. Yo, my nigga, we dealing with celestial Earth. Pardon me. Listen to this. This is a documentary I'm making about physics. I'm just trying to help people to change their conscience so they won't deteriorate their life. Yo, we're dealing with a celestial Earth, cellular activity. We're dealing with white snow already, an individual stressed out for what's going on in his life. White anatomy, reflecting in elements, and then on top of it, fighting deterioration from another individual that your comfortability shouldn't be tobacco at the time, homeboy. You better go drink something else. Yo, I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, another person wondering about situation, I don't gotta tell an individual certain things. Funny situations that happen a certain type of way at a time. Yo, listen, man. Like as I was saying, man, another person every night, every night, a certain type of way, an individual was already getting that individual certain day. Listen, every day I'm fighting on 42nd with niggas. Niggas are robbing a Chinese man. You're robbing nourishment a certain type away from yourself, and you're wasting with individuals and splitting situations. It's gonna get too vital for you. You're gonna argue at a point, and they already were fighting, and y'all were doing dark element science. Another person's too much for the equalities. It shouldn't even happen a certain type of way. Another person couldn't even conduct their physical reality a certain type of way when it came to the physical habitation. So what did I do? I stopped fucking with niggas. I come from school, ended up fighting with niggas. Then on top of it, I have to go home, take another shower. Because I take 3 showers a day back in the days. When I was younger, so you know I'm rejuvenated, I'm moving faster than what usual. Then next thing you know, I come outside at the end of the night to come hang out after just hanging out coming from school, hanging out with niggas earlier, doing homework, chilling, eating, watching movies, and then come out outside for like a 2-3 hours. And then when I go hang out with niggas, catching niggas robbing. What the sense does that make? I just looked at niggas like, yo, hey, you know, I don't know the quality because I'm gold, another person cheating on a certain type of way, do a certain type of fucked up habitation in the physical reality to when it comes to conscious decisions, to natural social economics. I don't know if another person will try to rob me already a certain type of way. I'm in a place looking, refining an element, and then my wives are showing me all type of situations. It was like the gun ho time of the West. Another person, what are you talking? What up? So, what up? Yeah, what else does it say? And then we're dealing with element science. A person fucking a person in elements, past, present, and future. Refining, past, present, and future. If you had a chick that opened a leg to niggas or showing her niggas her secrecy and privacy, there wasn't her precise situation, past, present, and future. If it was a wild emotion, shouldn't endanger my life because I don't need to smell nothing foul, past, present, and future. Yo, we'll speak about it another time later on. Hey, man, I was just trying to warn you, telling you, if the elements, my nigga, reflect in the paradigm of time, what fucked you up way back then, how many times did that person do it, and how many times did they get away with it trying to rob you of your life a certain type of way? It could become an endless battle, but it's not endless because I cleaned the situation already. So why was it being done a certain type of way? I don't want to give up on myself. So why are you trying to cause me to give up on myself? So I'll look at the inner tank of the anatomy of the white matter and said, I'm sorry that you even failed me to want to just kill me in life because of your stupidity. Because I'm the reason of equality and I'd rather live to the future. Another person, probably something else. I was walking past this crib and I'm looking at the crib while I'm walking past and I'm noticing a bag I put out somewhere, right? But another person, matter of fact, we don't even need to look at the situation. The sun, you know I'm the sun. So the reason that if I show you a bottle of water right now, you won't see the sun. If I put this bottle of water up to the sun, you're gonna see that I'm here. You do it yourself, you're gonna see the difference that you might see the sun in the water because I won't be in front of you. But I'm gonna put if I put a bottle, and I already did it in Kenya. So let me just show you how real the situation is. Now, if a person even at the time wondering about the situation, that's blue black. I'm already wearing green, what you're saying, and I got a blue CC Scully on. So why would you riding past like that? So what was a person trying to do in the chemistry and the atmosphere? I don't got time. I don't got time for Teflon helmet, hard heads. I don't got time for hard asses. Yo, man, I'm out, man. Yo, if that's the way you're trying to show me something, then you're gonna find out you're gonna get the fuck up out of here because this is a planet that I made. I'll kick you off your own shit and make you can't even go back home, and I'll really fuck you up after that. You think about that. Love one, man. I don't give a fuck how many people you know. I don't give a fuck who you grew up. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What you think? Oh, shit. I tell Samantha, go choke. Don't even choke yourself. Go take a shower and clean yourself. And when you cleaning yourself, say the real filth and trash can never be on you and get the fuck out of your family because nobody wants the foul shit. And then watch what happens. Samantha and Jennifer. Go clean yourself. Go take a shower. Say, I don't want the filth and trash around me or my family. And then get the fuck out of here for my family